Welcome. We're playing Witness again today. Uh, I believe we were looking for recordings. And we had a few around here. I think we've got them on our notes that I just brought up. And yeah, they might be underground because I did just find more that were underground. Actually, let's have a closer look at that at the leaves around the area because hi, hey Jake, how are you doing? Oh, yeah, so there is a leaf right here that we've done, but there's also one here that we haven't done. I think that would be... I don't know if that's the one in the mountain or not, but that's the one at the end, because that one gets undone when you go through the back way, I think. So, yeah, let's I don't know if it would undo on here, though. Although we could probably test that by finding a closer one. Pretty sure there's one around here that is quite easy to do. Yeah, there's that one there, but there's a closer one, which would be there. So yeah, we'll go do that one, undo that one, and see what that does to the map. That one's in here. Then we'll go back and look. I've just realized I've muted game sounds. I should have game sound now, but sorry about that. So you are... where you would be on this side. And you are still down, so... Okay. I want to go back and solve it, even though it's not really necessary. Well, this is the town, and then there's those two. They might be near the in the theater room. So we'll go have a look for those first. The room's dark, so they should stand out quite well. Which makes me think they might actually be in the challenge. Just checking the bridge, because oh, this is because the orange ones will be somewhere in the end game. This way would be down to the... Yeah, they likely aren't here, like down there.
I cannot understand why we idle discussing religion. If we are honest, and scientists have to be, we must admit that religion is a jumble of false assertions with no basis in reality. The very idea of God is a product of the human imagination. It is quite understandable why primitive people, who were so much more exposed to the overpowering forces of nature than we are today, should have personified these forces in fear and trembling. But nowadays, when we understand so many natural processes, we have no need for such solutions. I can't for the life of me see how the postulate of an almighty God helps us in any way. What I do see is that this assumption leads to such unproductive questions as to why God allows so much misery and injustice, the exploitation of the poor by the rich, and all the other horrors he might have prevented. If religion is still being taught, it is by no means because its ideas still convince us, but simply because some of us want to keep the lower classes quiet. Quiet people are much easier to govern than clamorous and dissatisfied ones. They are also much easier to exploit. Religion is a kind of opium that allows a nation to lull itself into wishful dreams and so forget the injustices that are being perpetrated against the people. Paul Dirac, 1927, as related by Werner Heisenberg. So, you see what I'm saying here?
Yep, this one doesn't fit either.
How would you characterize the way in which it doesn't fit?
Well, it's about arguing, and it's about being greatly disturbed by issues that are relatively small. It's not aiming high, and it's not about ultimate truth, not really. It's mostly about what some stupid people are doing that is wrong compared to what I am doing that is right.
But Paul Dirac was definitely a truth seeker, in the domain of physics at least.
Yeah, but I don't feel that attitude in this piece at all. If a belief is just formed in opposition to other beliefs, it can't be fundamental. It can't be that deep. But, you know, where he says the thing about natural processes, he starts to outline an actual philosophy.
Interesting. There's something that could stand on its own, that isn't just rejection and opposition. But then he drops it. Well, this isn't the Atheist Manifesto we need. I'll keep looking.
Okay.
You know, at one point Dirac also wrote this. One could perhaps describe the situation by saying that God is a mathematician of a very high order, and he used very advanced mathematics in constructing the universe. I think he meant God in an Einstein kind of way.
He said that? Same guy.
Same guy. Later in life, though. People are strange. Scientists are stranger.
Yes, they are.
Yeah, I was about to say, that one was wild and out of place, but yeah, it's underground. It's one of the meta ones. But yeah, I would be critical of religion, but I wouldn't call anyone part of a lower class. Like, yikes. So yeah, that was one of them. I'm curious which one it was, actually. This will take us to the village, and then, yeah, we have our way out. Just down here, what do we have? Huh. I've got two of you now? Because I thought they were both down when I first got them. When I first looked out here. Anyway, you would be... Actually, what does our map say? Oh yeah, that map's a bit... That one's not very useful. If, I think we have enough here to go on. Without drawing anything. So that one would be... Not in the monastery. Actually, I'll have a look. That doesn't really help me, because I'm looking at this line here and where that is from that, so... Is that... That's... No, it's a bit more than a right angle. Between... I mean, between this fountain, which is an obelisk, and, this, lantern, which is light box just here. Actually, is it? Or is it the, No, that is the, Hold on. Oh, of course, I'm looking at the wrong spot. So I've done the close one, which is, sorry, the one close to the shoreline. That is quite odd. I'll have to, keep my bearings as I go down, so that, I can figure out where it would be in relation. Okay, so the shoreline is that way. So we go down this way. Yep, through the door. Okay, so the shoreline is that way. And you're here. Which means the next one must be... No, where... We don't really go further that way. We go much further this way. Okay, so that way is the way that we're looking. And then, if we keep looking that way... Ah, so it could be up here. I think. But we're very far off of that now. Solved you. So that way is towards the shore, or that way. It could be up at the, up here, which is accessible from the very end of the game. So I'll go back and have a look at that map. So we've got the one closer to the shore, so it makes sense that it might be in the theater room or in the corridor to the theater room. This way. So, so it might be up here. So it would be further that way then. What is that way? I've done this walk before, so it was this way, so it would be in this direction. And if I could go back from here, it would be this way. Around here somewhere? No, this is too far. Hang on, I'm underneath the mountain now. Yes, the Rich Killer. I'm looking for, audio logs right now. Because looking for audio logs can be quite tedious, but I do find, environmental puzzles on the way, so, like this one I found, on, like, just by looking for other logs, and I'd rather do that, now, instead of, just, my words have lost me, sorry. Okay, back to the map. We might look at the areas that we've already drawn out. So one of these, this one here we found in the mountain, like, it was at the very bottom of the, it was close to the final room. It was, just in the cave before the elevator, so these ones might be underground, because I know that these ones are definitely underground, but this one was also underground. Oh yeah, with the environmental puzzles, I haven't gotten all of them yet. I've gotten most of them. I've got like 40 left, I believe. So yeah, I haven't completed any obelisks. But I have done a lot of the environmental puzzles. Okay, so that vault is on, excuse me, that vault is on the mountain, so that's definitely inside or on top of the mountain, so I might actually go have a look just down the end game path. And excuse me, I pressed the wrong button. I've got that on my map again, which would be here, which would be the first one there. And But yeah, I have been looking at obelisks and figuring out where they would be from here. So I've done all these ones, and I can't remember when. Oh, actually, I know where those are. Yeah, and some of these I just don't know where to look. I know they'll be in this direction, but yeah, I've just been working through those slowly, and then I decided to look at where the obelisks. Sorry, I look at where the recordings are on the map first. So yeah, that's just so yeah, there's a vault that is just below here, so they would be from here inwards. So I feel like they might be in the mountain, just not at the very end of the game, which is what I was led to believe the orange ones were. Oh yeah, they might be in a few of these rooms actually. Yeah, up here's all clean. And but a few of these do change over time. Oh, sorry, they look a bit more lived in. Huh. Yeah, up here would certainly do for a recording. Yes, I have been very uh suspicious of all the circles in the game. And just half circles that might line up somewhere. Ah, that's right. I can't go any further from here now. Because I had solved this one. For below. Oh, it's down here. Hang on, this box is the same one that goes all the way up. Oh yeah, this is the same pillar that is crammed with things. Don't know what these flowers mean. Oh, I think I've done this one, have I? Yeah. But I just noticed there's a grey line on that one. It could we could be doing the opposite on this other side. Hold on. Oh, hello. Yep. So yeah, I'm having a bit of trouble with these last puzzles. Just got no clue where they might be. Now let's see, do I have this on the map? I don't know where you are. Let me just swap to you. I don't know where this one is. Oh, hang on, that's right here. I am on my smaller monitor. This one here is quite small when I have it on my second monitor, so it just this middle bit doesn't show up, so it just looks like it's filled in. So yeah, I don't have these two either. Which is curious. Now I'll just delete you and you, so I can make you smaller, I think. Almost. I'll just fix you up. There we go. Yeah, I don't actually this is my first time playing. I'm just figuring them out. I did look online to find that this map was here. I just wanted to know if there was a way to know if you've completed the game. And I found this one. Huh. So you look like you're in the middle of nowhere. So you're just about in line with these two, which is you and you, is it? No, you're... Which two are you? It's an obelisk. Oh, I know. This is tricky to figure out in my head. I guess there's the light box in it's you and hmm. Oh, okay, so you're right there. You're there, I think. And so there's one right around you somewhere. It might just be out here, judging by the distance. Could be looking at the wrong puzzle box. No, I'm definitely looking at the right one, because yeah, because this obelisk here relates to you. And then you two would line up with something around here. I doubt it would be too hidden, so like down here would just be awful. Even be up there. Hmm. Look at where you are now. That'd tell me a bit more. And you are here, so it should be like around here, sort of. Uh, Maybe on the wall? Okay, an elevation at the back, or... Oh, hello.
66 times have these eyes beheld the changing scene of autumn. I have said enough about moonlight. Ask no more. Only listen to the voice of pines and cedars when no wind stirs. Leonin, 1711.
Oh, that was short. So, yeah, the next one would be, oh, what I could have done is run back, see if there's any change in it, or if it's just instant. But, you would be in line with those two, so you're pretty close to the front of the castle. And in front of that one, so we might just have a look at that one next. I do often talk to myself. I say things like, oh, where is this? Where is that? But I'm typically not asking the chat, but I appreciate it. But yeah, thanks. I'll probably find them on my own. Uh, Sorry about that. Uh, so yeah, where was I? I was looking for a audio tape that was in front of this one. So it'd be either here or below. In front of this one, and in line with those, the two in there. So it would be in this line. Uh, uh, Seems like it would be right here or around here. Uh, hmm. I feel like it'd be at this angle, so we would be, because just based on where this one is, I think that one might be even be around the corner here. So where is that box anyway? It is right there. Okay, so it should be straight ahead. If I'm right about that, I'll just double check to see if it's off to either side. It is a little bit in, so it's either on this side, it's either here It's in here, on this wall. Oh yeah, it could be in the maze. I just tilted my head to see more down that track, but I don't think there is a way onto this wall. No, and there's no way to see up onto it either. Okay, let's check somewhere else. There is nothing out here. Wow. You're done. Where on earth are you? There's a little outcropping here before the island. There's a light box here, so you would be close to you would be before the Symmetry Island, the box down here, you would be in that forest or on the floor in that shed. Or around here. It's hard to tell. Who knows if it's just this bit, but it will be either up here or in here. I think I've looked for this one before, and it would be... It really depends what counts as an outcrop. Like if this is part of the lake or not. And there's no box here, so... Because if this was part of the outcrop, then it might be... Well, it would be in a bit and then up. It would be... Yeah, Leave it on the path, maybe. It's unlikely to be this far back, unless... Oh, I'm definitely off now. What? What do you... You probably line up with something. Are there more clouds? Wait, is it you? Hold on, let's see if this is a thing. Hello? Holland. Oh, shit, it's very weird. Okay, so you're a bit off from... And in line with that, so you would be... Just in the middle of the path, really. Like, around, I've gone a bit far up, but... Around here. I mean, this seems too far, but... I haven't exactly done much up here yet. way. Excuse me. I just don't know. Let's have a look from around here. Where are the other yellow ones? That's very far off. Although there is a vault right next to it, so... What vault are you? What vault? Yeah, so there's that vault. Then there's a vault between here and Cemetery Island? Oh, there's a spot on the back of the temple cave, but I don't think that led anywhere, did it? That even was a... There wasn't exactly a cage there. Anyway, let's go down to... Can you look on the obelisk here so I'll know which ones you're missing? Yes, I can do that. Oh, sorry, I'm not sure where here was, but I think I've mostly been around the town area. So yeah, I've got all the, I don't have anything. These are all really in the town, or at least this one is. This is the, play, RGB room. I haven't got this one yet, and this is all the theater room except for this one, which is the hour-long one, which I still need to do. Got you. Hang on, I've got you to do. It seems like you might be done from on the boat, actually. And you look like you're on a roof somewhere. And some sort of cup. And on you the top of a building. I don't know about the rest of these. How do I get down? Ah, yeah. Ah, come on. I've definitely got you and you. But and I've got both of these ones. And I've gone too far actually. Wait. You seem to join up nicely here. It's either in the ocean or above it. Oh, hang on, no, you're this one here. Ah, never mind. I just solved you. And then there's you, of course, which I haven't figured out. You have the grey cloud with you. And I can't get past the grey cloud. Over your course here, you have directly looked at least 3 audio logs, and you didn't see them. Wow. Well, they're probably all in the mountain, if I'd have to guess, because yeah, I do not see anything in there, but there's a lot of pieces on the there's a lot of flowers on the map where they should be, where I was looking, so I might have looked at those 3. So add 3 of them in there, or at least 1 of them in there. Well, that one as well, I probably already looked at it, and you, yeah, because I have been looking thoroughly there. Oh yeah, and I do expect them to be, white for some reason, but the one in the, next to the laser box was actually, it's actually the same color as the material it was on, which threw me off. Actually, I'll check what the clam is in relation to this one, and that would help me find it. Yeah, 'cause this clam's under bunch of reflections. Okay, so you're a bit off. You're that way and that way. So you're probably, yeah, you're definitely around that shed area. You're a bit too far north. I actually don't know which way north is on this map. Okay, so that's the bulb. That's the outcrop. So you'd be here. Surely. Surely. You say, like, this outcrop says it would be further down here. Do it, how many audio logs are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, it'll take a while to count. How many do I have left? 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 down there. Oh, sorry, I'll count them when I get there. 14. $15, 16. I think it's 16, but just double check down here. Yeah, 16. So you're done. So you're all done. So there's one in that starting area. One underground. These two. I know there's an audio log around here somewhere. Yeah, which means there's one over here, I think. I feel like this map might be on an angle or something. Because some of these items don't line up, this line here, does this line up? Okay, so you're in line. And you okay, so it's like about 30 degrees off. So that's like that, and then that might still be, and oh, that might be in the pink section. Just on the wall of the pink section. Thinking. Say around here. So yeah, very much might be on the outside wall. feel like I'm at the point where I might want to start with a guide soon, because actually I'll probably dedicate a stream to the hour-long puzzle, and then I might start with the guide. So I'll look around for a bit more, because I'm definitely not doing the hour-long today. Because when I do the hour-long, I would like to have things set up to talk about. Okay, back to the map. Oh, you can hear my clicks on stream now. I got a new mouse because my old one died. This one's got programmable buttons on it, but you can also hear the clicks on stream. Yeah. Sorry about that. I can't even hear the clicks, but it shows up on the volume meter. Gear 2. And this lot. Oh boy. Okay, so what do you say? You could be on the roof of the on the ceiling of that one. Go down and back up. Might be from the inside. Where would you be? I haven't found any more audio logs actually. I was hoping to sorry, I was hoping to find a few more environmental puzzles, the obelisk ones. So there's a chance there's one on the outside this wall, because sorry, there's a chance there's one up here. I've done this one from over hereabouts, but it's just this one here, and then these two, which I might be in the clouds because, or say one of the like one above, because these two look pretty identical. From sorry, hello. Huh. And then the last one. Okay, so I will jot you down. Okay, you are And here. I can find this one. That would be superb, because then I'd have nothing left for here. Okay, let's hide you for now. Then let's go upstairs. Sorry, onto the roof, I mean. What do you know? Hello, you changed colour. Oh, I'm gonna go have a look at this obelisk. Oh, that's pretty cool. That's awesome, man. What do you look like in the lake? Oh, you're taller now. Oh, that's awesome. So, left will be you. This one in the middle of nowhere. Which might... just be one of these rocks. Actually, what does that look like on my save profile? +1. Ah, plus 95 plus 1. Okay. So yeah, I've got 40 puzzles left, and that'll make up the other 5 obelisks. And I've also got 3 regular puzzles left, which I believe one of them is actually a triangle puzzle. Solved. How odd. So I'm thinking the lake is around... so the lake is right here. And really up here somewhere around here. You're right here. Okay, should at least have a piece of green on you. Wait, this one looks so much like a recording. Yeah, I've left my VPN on. That can't be good for the quality. Sorry about that. Uh, you too. Okay, I'll check the... excuse me. I'll check behind the castle again.
If a man, holding a belief which he was taught in childhood or persuaded of afterwards, keeps down and pushes away any doubts which arise about it in his mind, purposely avoids the reading of books and the company of men that call into question or discuss it, and regards as impious those questions which cannot easily be asked without disturbing it, the life of that man is one long sin against mankind. But, says one, I am a busy man. I have no time for the long course of study which would be necessary to make me in any degree a competent judge of certain questions, or even able to understand the nature of the arguments. Then he should have no time to believe. William K. Clifford, 1874.
Missing. So might be one. Yes, it might just be around here. Actually, it would be a bit further over. Wait, between this one and that one, I can probably figure it out. Could triangulate to find it. Okay, so that doesn't work. Keep forgetting. The new one I found was it was just this one here. So just going to because I know where those two are, so I can just plot down here, and it is underneath a sack of one of the statues for in the maze room. Sorry, the maze castle. So it is between the second and third puzzle on the far side. So if I'm thinking about this, you would be between you and this direction. You should be around here somewhere, really. Quite close, but so yeah, it's just beyond this wall. It's yeah, just around there behind that statue. It's the one I just found. Uh, you're right there, so it has to be around here. Is it possible I could hold one? I haven't seen that, but see, now I'm a bit too close to this one. There's this piece of wall which I haven't quite figured out what to do with yet. Ah, so it's visible from here. Uh... Where could it be? Hello.
our hangnails are incredibly real to us. Whereas to most of us, the English village of Nether Wallop and the high Himalayan country of Bhutan, not to mention the slowly swirling spiral galaxy in Andromeda, are considerably less real. Even though our intellectual selves might wish to insist that since the latter are much bigger and longer lasting than our hangnails, they ought therefore to be far realer to us than our hangnails are. We can say this to ourselves till we're blue in the face, but few of us act as if we really believed it. A slight slippage of subterranean stone that obliterates 20,000 people in some far-off land. The ceaseless plundering of virgin jungles in the Amazon basin. A swarm of helpless stars being swallowed up, one after another, by a ravenous black hole. Even an ongoing collision between two huge galaxies, each of which contains 100 billion stars. Such colossal events are so abstract to someone like me that they can't even touch the sense of urgency and importance, and thus the reality, of some measly little hangnail on my left hand's pinky. We are all egocentric, and what is realist to each of us in the end is ourself. The realest things of all are my knee, my nose, my anger, my hunger, my toothache, my side ache, my sadness, my joy, my love for math, my abstraction ceiling, and so forth. What all these things have in common, what binds them together, is the concept of my, which comes out of the concept of I, or me, and therefore, although it is less concrete than a nose or even a toothache, this I thing is what ultimately seems to each of us to constitute the most solid rock of undeniability of all. Could it possibly be an illusion? Or if not a total illusion, could it possibly be less real and less solid than we think it is? Could an eye be more like an elusive, receding, shimmering rainbow than like a tangible, heftable, transportable pot of gold? Douglas Hofstadter, 2007.
I really like that quote. So yeah, I'd be, if it wasn't for this one I've been looking for, that's, lines up with, these two laser boxes here, I'd be pretty much done in this, area. It's, somewhere around here. That it could be. And, okay, so let's look at my map. I have everything. Oh, hang on. I have everything here now. This is a bit of a muddled map, but we'll have a look at. Where else is there? There is. This one that is down here. I swear I just saw something. It might have been one of these rocks, but Ah, yes, there's this one here. This one here, even. Where are you? You're on the beach. It would be. We'll go to the beach then. Actually, could you be on the beach? Lost my sense of it. I relied too much on my memory. It could be there, it could be there. That sucks. I need to go back now. Okay, so I'll probably need to draw this one. What are you? You are... Oh yeah, so you're the beaches, and... So you come in, and you come down, and from here you go... Oh dear. Come in, you go down and over. And then you go down and then over. Here a bit more. There. Okay. And our recording is about here. Okay. So. Oh, whoops. Ah, that might not be right. So you're either there or you're... Oh, I'll get my brush back. You're either there or you're here. Something like one of those two. So I might have been looking in the right direction all along, but it's hard to tell. Let me readjust. Oh, there we go. Cedar code out, and then so it stands to reason that you're around here. Laser box there, another one here, and then here would be one.
One day I happened to be occupied with the subject of generation of waves by wind. I took down the standard treatise on hydrodynamics, and under that heading I read, if the external forces P prime sub YY, P prime sub XY be given multiples of e to the ikx plus at, where k and a are prescribed, the equations in question determine a and c, and thence, by 9, the value of eta. And so on for 2 pages. At the end, it is made clear that a wind of less than half a mile an hour will leave the surface unruffled. At a mile an hour, the surface is covered with minute corrugations due to capillary waves which decay immediately if the disturbing cause ceases. At 2 miles an hour, the gravity waves appear. As the author modestly concludes, our theoretical investigations give considerable insight into the incipient stages of wave formation. On another occasion, the same subject of generation of waves by wind was in my mind, but this time another book was more appropriate, and I read, "There are waters blown by changing winds to laughter, and lit by the rich skies all day, and after, frost, with a gesture, stays the waves that dance and wandering loveliness. He leaves a white, unbroken glory, a gathered radiance, a width, a shining peace under the night." The magic words bring back the scene. Again, we feel nature drawing close to us, uniting with us, till we are filled with the gladness of the waves dancing in the sunshine, with the awe of the moonlight on the frozen lake. These were not moments when we fell below ourselves. We did not look back on them and say, "It was disgraceful for a man with 6 sober senses and a scientific understanding to let himself be deluded in that way. I will take Lamb's hydrodynamics with me next time." It is good that there should be such moments for us. Life would be stunted and narrow if we could feel no significance in the world around us beyond that which can be weighed and measured with the tools of the physicist, or described by the metrical symbols of the mathematician. Of course, it was an illusion. We can easily expose the rather clumsy trick that was played on us. Ethereal vibrations of various wavelengths, reflected at different angles from the disturbed interface between air and water, reached our eyes, and by photoelectric action caused appropriate stimuli to travel along the optic nerves to a brain center. Here, the mind set to work to weave an impression out of the stimuli. The incoming material was somewhat meager, but the mind is a great storehouse of associations that could be used to clothe the skeleton. Having woven an impression, the mind surveyed all that it had made and decided that it was very good. The critical faculty was lulled. We ceased to analyze and were conscious only of the impression as a whole. The warmth of the air, the scent of the grass, the gentle stir of the breeze, combined with the visual scene in one transcendent impression, around us and within us. Associations emerging from their storehouse grew bolder. Perhaps we recalled the phrase, rippling laughter. Waves, ripples, laughter, gladness. The ideas jostled one another. Quite illogically, we were glad, though what there can possibly be to be glad about in a set of ethereal vibrations no sensible person can explain. A mood of quiet joy suffused the whole impression. The gladness in ourselves was in nature, in the waves, everywhere. That's how it was. It was an illusion. Then why toy with it longer? These airy fancies which the mind, when we do not keep it severely in order, projects into the external world should be of no concern to the earnest seeker after truth. Get back to the solid substance of things, to the material of the water moving under the pressure of the wind and the force of gravitation, in obedience to the laws of hydrodynamics. But the solid substance of things is another illusion. It too is a fancy projected by the mind into the external world. We have chased the solid substance from the continuous liquid to the atom, from the atom to the electron, and there we have lost it. But at least it will be said, we have reached something real at the end of the chase, the protons and electrons. Or, if the new quantum theory condemns these images as too concrete and leaves us with no coherent images at all, at least we have symbolic coordinates and momenta and Hamiltonian functions, devoting themselves with single-minded purpose to ensuring that QP minus PQ shall be equal to IH over 2pi. I have tried to show that by following this course we reach a cyclic scheme which, from its very nature, can only be a partial expression of our environment. It is not reality, but the skeleton of reality. Actuality has been lost in the exigencies of the chase. Having first rejected the mind as a worker of illusion, We have, in the end, to return to the mind and say, here are worlds well and truly built on a basis more secure than your fanciful illusions. But there is nothing to make any one of them an actual world. Please choose one and weave your fanciful images into it. That alone can make it actual. We have torn away the mental fancies to get at the reality beneath, only to find that the reality of that which is beneath is bound up with its potentiality of awakening these fancies. It is because the mind, the weaver of illusion, is also the only guarantor of reality, that reality is always to be sought at the base of illusion. Illusion is to reality as the smoke to the fire. I will not urge that hoary untruth, there is no smoke without fire, but it is reasonable to inquire whether, in the mystical illusions of man, there is not a reflection of an underlying reality. Arthur Eddington, 1927.
Wow, that was a long one, but I really like that one actually. Let's see. Here we go. Now, could be a yellow one, but wait, no, there's no yellow color. So I doubt that could be. So I've got the red one, which begins here. Is there any more circles? I would have to get up there to set. Oh yes, and there was that one I found, but didn't want to interrupt the quote. It can be found. It was the circle here. Okay, so from not here, but from here then. Alright. And the one I just found was, yeah, the one on the, over here, so I can delete that one as well. Put you down. I can't get around that way. I will have to, oh, I can go through the monastery. Yeah, these tiles look suspicious, but there's no circle around them. Hello. Oh, that was easy. Yeah, because there's a few around here that are, like, you can access from all the way down here, and you get to this end here. Yeah, huh. Ain't that neat. Ah, yeah, that's right. You would be... I feel like you might be the same one, but you just go down and then... you fall? I don't seem to have you. Yes, you would be this one, then. So I go right and I go down, but then... So I'll have to be down there, actually. Hang on. What are you, oh, you're just a path. So I looked over at chat and out of the corner of my eye saw a circle, but very much doubt it was anything. No. Maybe. Here we go. And that way doesn't let me through. And around we go. Okay, so you go down, across, and... Oh. Something to finish there. Really? So you might just be that one. This is a very, extensive, variant. Hello? Will you line up? Yes, you will, and then I think there's just one more. You go. So you go down all the way to here, then you join up and go back around, and I think you finish up. You might finish up here-ish. So I'll go have a look for you. Oh, you might not finish there. But you're not used. I doubt there's something there. Anyway, so there is one more over there, but we might find some. Pretty sure there's still some triangle puzzles to do. Just can't remember where they are. So all the lanterns are lit. All the lanterns are lit. Most of the triangle puzzles are done. There's you. And then But that might be the only one. Which means I'm probably missing 2 more puzzles that aren't, here. That aren't the discarded ones. Oh, but yeah, that might be up the mountain or in the mountain. I don't know. But I think I might leave the stream there for today. Thank you very much for watching. Yeah, the next stream might actually be the hour-long one. Sorry, the single hour-long puzzle. Which could be fun, but, actually, no, sorry. What I mean is that won't be fun, but we will be, I'll probably get some talking points, and then, I'll talk about a few things that I might be doing on my channel, and I might be discussing a few topics. So I think the things I'm doing on my channel at the moment would be, I'm actually doing episode a video on Doctor Who, and about the Weeping Angels, because I thought they were done just terribly in Doctor Who Flux, and so I'm just going to be looking at everything that angels can do and comparing it to how well they act in say in their episode in Flux, and what they could have done better, because you know they broke into a spaceship, like a pressurized metal spaceship. They couldn't break through the metal specifically, but they could open airlocks that were closed by security, so by their security protocols, and then even they're even clamped down harder with the military tech. But then the angels were still able to break through that, even though they previously thought it was impossible. But then in Flux, they can't break through a wooden door or a glass window, or a stained glass window, sorry, it was, which you could do with a brass knuckle almost. But they get stuck behind doors, and then they also have some terrible tactics when they come to fighting in corridors. Like, they all stack up on each other. That's not new. Like, they do it in Angels Take Manhattan, where they just facing opposite each other, and to corner someone in, to box someone into a corridor. But anyway, I'm on a rant now. I'll save that for the video when I do with hour-long puzzle down in the theater room. So yeah, that's about everything. We've got you to do, all of you. Sorry, that discarded pile. Yes, I would say, yeah, the actor, they've had some really good doctors in the past. So yeah, 10 is a really strong one, because Russell T Davies seems to understand the Doctor perfectly, even more so than Stephen Moffat, and which are the showrunners, because when it comes to 11, he's got some really solid episodes, but like, he's a very different Doctor, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but he's more quirky. Like the Doctor has always been quirky, but he's always been competent with how he behaves around others. Like especially some of the later episodes of 11. Like, where he's just doesn't understand human customs anymore, and they play it for a joke, where he's oh, maybe I shouldn't be naked in front of Clara's family, which is just The Doctor should really know that because he's behaved incredibly. He's been around humans for well, 50 years. Oh, I say 50. 300 years. By the time of what's his name? By the time of David Tennant, and then he's so he, yeah, the video I'd recommend on explaining the Doctor being what makes him quirky is, and how specifically quirky he is JX's video on that one. It is 5 hours long, and it talks about the 13th Doctor mostly, but she's done an amazing job on that video, and it's incredibly extensive over that series, but there's a large section on how the Doctors behaved in the past. Yeah, I've been, yeah, I did enjoy the series, but the new showrunner, it's just been really making Chris Chibnall has been doing some really questionable things with the like the writing and the characters, like all of the companions. I'll talk about this tomorrow. I'll talk about this maybe not tomorrow, but I'll get my talking points in order, and then I'll come back on stream and I'll talk about it then. How about? Okay, sorry, I need to finish up. I said I was going to finish up 5 minutes ago, but I've just been rambling. Sorry about that. Yeah, thank you very much for watching. I might just finish up today without a raid. Yeah, thank you very much, and I'll talk to you later.